The offense I have chosen to present is manslaughter. You can find this in section 19.4 of the Texas Penal Code. Definition for this is a person who commits an offense if he or she recklessly causes the death of an individual. An individual guilty for a felony or a second degree shall be punished for any term of no more than 20 years or less than 2 years. An offense under this section is a felony of the second degree. An example for voluntary manslaughter is, let's say Julia and Martha are engaged. Their wedding is the following day. But Martha, she's stressing about everything. She's not feeling right about it. So she tells Julian that she's gonna go to the bar with a couple friends before the wedding. And Julian, on the other hand, he was really iffy about it. So he wasn't really sure about her going to the bar. So what happens was when Martha and her friends, they go out, Julian follows right behind her. So Julian's at the bar in the very corner where no one can see her. So Martha's tipsy, she's drunk, she doesn't know what she's doing, she's out of there. So a guy just randomly goes ask her to dance with her. She says yes because she doesn't know. Alright, so they're dancing. Julian sees them dancing and he's really mad. He's really mad. And Julian, in the heat of passion, just picks up the bottle and smashes it on the guy's forehead and kills the person. Voluntary manslaughter is a killing occurring in the heat of passion, which makes it a lawful act and falls in the category of mens reas, which is an intent to kill. Some elements for voluntary manslaughter is heat of passion under circumstances that would cause a reasonable person to become emotionally or mentally disturbed. I will also be talking about involuntary manslaughter, which is different from voluntary manslaughter. Involuntary manslaughter is an unintentional killing that is from recklessness or criminal negligence. The crime is usually treated as a felony at both federal and state level. This means that they can be punished for about 12 months of imprisonment, fines, and probation, and among several other sentences. An example for involuntary manslaughter, let's say that Edward is driving on the highway and he's texting and driving and doing multiple other things like eating, but he doesn't notice that there's a car behind him because it's a blind spot, so he can't see him. Well, Edward tries to move to the left lane, and he doesn't see the car. He hits the car, and he makes the car hit the barricade. The guy crashes into the barricade, and as soon as that happened, Edward got out of the car and go checked, and the guy was dead. What Edward had caused was he caused an actus reus. It was unintentional, and it was an unlawful act. The following elements were: a person must had commit an unlawful act. Second, the act must be dangerous. And the last one is the act had to cause the death.